Hello. Hello, everyone. Getting another, getting a double dose, 2 in 1 week, which is very rare now, you know, especially since I don't do these lives too much. But I was feeling this one today, so I said, let me speak on it because I keep coming back to it because let me start out by saying, okay, I'm gonna share a mathematical fact with you, okay? Capitalism is psychological, positive, and negative. This is a mathematical fact. Okay, understand that it is a mathematical fact. And since it's a mathematical fact, that means it is true. All right. So with this gift, which it is, I can see things that debt slaves you guys cannot see because you guys don't own yourself. So you don't know. But in my opinion, IMO, I clearly see Tesla about to they're about to take over the the Uber, Lyft, food delivery, everything, right? You guys gotta this is crystal clear, all right? They're just waiting for the green light. That's why they're doing all this ridiculous testing and their driverless software is getting better and better and better. And one day it's gonna be approved, right? He this company is gonna knock out two birds with one stone. They're going to take over especially the food delivery. Let's just focus on the food delivery. We're not even going to get to the people delivery. Let's get to the food delivery. He's going to tap into a market which is untapped by anyone because you have human drivers. That means there is a market of people that would love to order their food, but they do not trust people. Okay. So he's going to not only get the regular market, which Uber and Lyft, Uber has, command over right now temporarily. They have to know it's coming to an end. They have to know that. But anyway, uh, once once that happens, he's going to tap into the regular people that Uber and Lyft have now. He's going to tap into the people that says, "Oh yeah, now I can order food because it's going to come straight from the restaurants. The restaurants are going to be happy as I don't know what. They're going to only use Tesla, and also all the some of the people, not a lot of them. You guys are not paying. You're not filing your taxes every year, okay? And the companies that you work for are filing their taxes, so the IRS can clearly see how much money they're losing because you guys are not filing your taxes. But they'll come back to you later. That's You just don't get to get away with that. They got to. It takes time, okay? But anyway, that problem is now going to be solved because Tesla will be paying their taxes every year. Okay, so that two birds with one stone. So where are all those people gonna go? Where they're gonna go? You guys are gonna do warehouse jobs. Warehouse jobs. Yep. Amazon. Here, let me explain something to you because I see a lot of this on YouTube, social media. I see a lot of you young people with these warehouse jobs, and you guys set up your phones and you guys do lives while you're at your job, right? This is what you must understand. That's the reason why you have that job because you're setting up phones for lives that you're doing lives while you're working. That's why you have the job that you have. Do you understand? Like you don't when you're young, you don't know that because you're brand new to earth. You don't realize that. You just think, "Hey, I'm young, everybody's old and dumb." Totally forgetting that no, you're the one that's dumb here. You're new here. We've been here. But with me, when you come across me, I'm an extra plus because there are billions of people my age don't know what I know. So there's a very big difference between getting knowledge from me and a 54-year-old man and a different 54-year-old man. It's very different. Is that person awake? Does he know, or she, or he, or she? It doesn't matter. What's up, El Selector? What's going on? How you doing, sir? That's why you guys have those jobs, because you guys set up your phone. Like if I watch those videos, you have your phone set up and you're working while you're trying to read your phone. If you keep doing that, you'll have that same job when you're 30, and you'll have that same job when you're 40, getting 25-cent raises minus taxes. Like when they give you a 25-cent raise, that's 25 cents minus taxes and all the other stuff that comes out of it. So it's not even really even 25 cents. And I want you guys to listen to this too. When an employer says, "Hey, work here for 3 months, and then after 3 months, we're gonna give you 50 cents raise, a 50-cent raise." That's more like to see if you would stay. Because if somebody said that to me, I wouldn't even be there, because they're just testing to see if you would do that. Will a person really sell the time in their life, more time in their life for 50 cents more minus taxes? If the answer is yes, then you're a debt slave. You're the perfect person for that position. Now, you must understand this too. None of this works without you guys, debt slaves. I want you guys to understand that. You guys are the oil to the whole thing. It's all a choice. If you want to be young and be at your job doing lives, and because there's cameras all over you guys, right? They're watching you do that. You cannot keep up with production while looking at your live and watching feeds and answering phones and getting hearts and getting this. That can't happen. So what they're doing is they're just going to keep on creating robots, because robots don't do that. What are you going to do? I'm curious. I'm very curious. I don't know what you got, because you guys are going to be in so much trouble. All you guys, the ones that are doing all these delivery jobs, and you guys are not filing your taxes. Once Tesla gets the green light, you guys don't have those jobs anymore. Then you have to get a regular job. And then that's when the IRS is going to come knocking on your door and saying, "Hey, what's up? Remember all those years at Uber and Lyft and whatever else app you were doing? Yeah, yeah. You didn't tell us anything. You didn't file nothing. You just ignored us. You have to eat. So as soon as you get a regular job, when you put down your social security number, it's going to tell them where you're at. Then one day you're going to be working a whole bunch of overtime hours, looking forward to that next check, and then when you get it, nothing's going to be on it. And then there's going to be absolutely nothing you can do about it, and then all your money out of your bank account's going to be gone. It's going to be frozen or taken or whatever they do. Why? Because you didn't file your taxes. That's why. Taxes are the law. Do you understand? If you get emotional, listen, if you get emotional when I say the word taxes, taxes is a that's a word. You guys understand that? Like if I say taxes and you get emotional or something goes through your body, now let's take that word aside. Now I'm gonna use the word pencil. When I say pencil, does your body still feel does it still the same? Does it feel the same way as when I say taxes? So you got to figure out, why does your body react to a word? That's what you got to figure out. Tax is just a word. The IRS, that's the initials for the Internal Revenue Service. It's the initials of words. If you follow all the rules and the laws, there's no reason for them to come see you or take your money or freeze your accounts and all that other stuff, because you're following all the laws and the rules. Here, let me give you an example. Like before the IRS was saying, "Hey, we want to tell us about your cash apps and all these other stuff, all this other you know, ways to transfer money." I was telling them about mine before they required it. I'm gonna let them tell me, "Hey, we're not doing that yet. We're coming around." Hey, whatever. I don't care as long as you say it. I don't need them to tell me to tell them about. I just do it because that's how it works. Do you guys understand? Right. Exactly. That was hilarious. There was a guy that left a comment on one of my shorts. He said, "My mortgage is my retirement fund," or something. Debt slaves be saying things that make absolutely I'd be like, "Okay, clearly you're a debt slave, but I'm curious now, what does that mean when you say that?" I just wanna know, I'm very curious. But do you guys understand that this in my opinion, this is how it's gonna work, okay? Okay? In my opinion, Uber is gonna take I mean, excuse me, Tesla's gonna take the same model as Uber. So Uber owns no cars and employs barely anybody and make billions of dollars, okay? But Uber's only flaw, the human driver. Do you understand? Lyft's only flaw in their business plan, the human driver. That's the only flaw in the plan. So Tesla's gonna take the same thing because remember, all these Teslas that you see it on the road, including Cybertrucks, they're all financed, okay? Those are financed trucks. And you're probably thinking, what's the big deal? What everybody finances every no, only debt slaves finance vehicles that go down in value. I promise you that. Tesla's gonna probably come up with some kind of partner plan with all you guys making payments and give you some kind of deal that they'll make they'll make a partial payment or 200 of it or whatever. It doesn't matter. Something that you're going to be happy to take because you're going to be at work anyway. You're going to be having working at your warehouse job or you're going to be working from home anyway. And they're going to come up with some plan. Hey, why don't you just make double income while you're working at home? We can use your car and this and that, something stupid that you guys will believe. And then they'll just come up with something like, hey, we'll make half your payment or some BS and then it's all yours. Charge the car at your house. Here's the requirements. Your car must be fully charged. You guys are going to use your power. Your car must be available. It must be clean and it must be fully charged at your house. Okay. And then when it's done, it's going to automatically drive back to your house. And you probably have to finance you definitely going to have to buy the service to do self-driving to be participants so they're going to make money from that too because you're going to finance that too. You must have that. Oh my goodness, they're about to make mm. You guys driving. I hope you guys are paying attention, you Uber and Lyft drivers. Are you guys paying attention? You guys are the error in the plan. Do you guys understand? Sick, touching people's food, people that people that are germaphobes, they just don't want other humans around their food. Do you guys understand it? You guys must be removed. You put but they're okay to be you guys can go in warehouses, okay, packing boxes and doing all that other stuff. That's a choice though, by the way. Don't say, "Hey," but you choose that, okay? Don't say I'm talking about it, I'm talking down. Nope, nope, that's a choice. If you got a job that you work at a warehouse and when it's time for your break, they put the they put the checkout thing way far away from the break room and you gotta that's a choice. You probably working at one of them places and say, why do they do that? Why do they do that? Exactly. You think they're dumb? They're a $1 trillion company. What multi-billion. You think they don't know where to place that at? Why do you think they do that? For people that accept that kind of treatment at a job, that's why they do that. There are people that will not accept that type of behavior. They don't care what kind of job it is. They're not gonna be disrespected, but when you're deep in debt, you allow yourself to be disrespected. You do, because 'cause you're deep in debt. When you have to have that latest phone or the latest shoes or the right car or whatever, that is the wheel that you are running on. And if you're a person like that and you depend on one of these, I call them survival jobs. The companies know it too. The companies know it. It's crystal clear those are survival jobs. Oh, work anytime you want, grab some money and you get paid the same day and all this other stuff. When they offer that stuff, they have to offer that stuff. You guys understand that? Because that's how you guys live. That's why they do that. It's not a big deal to them anyway. You guys are responsible for all your stuff. And when you come from a W-2 job, all your life, you never know. You don't really understand that. When you have a job and they take care of all the stuff for you, it's like you're like a baby. You're like a baby. You don't know that you're a baby to the business world because your job is doing everything, pulling the taxes, doing this and that. And then when you get out and do it on your own, and you don't you and you've never done it in your life, you're either gonna be scared, not gonna do it right, claim too much, ask your friends, they don't know nothing, they're in debt, they don't you don't know. I get it. I totally get it. The best bet, you go hire a tax professional and tell them your problem. And I'm not gonna leave you guys here with nothing to go do or how to get yourself out of this situation. I'm giving you a heads up before it's gonna happen. When they get those driverless cars, you guys are out of work. Do you guys understand that? You guys are out. People will okay, picture this, okay? Picture this. There are Teslas everywhere. As soon as they get the green light, you will be able to get a Tesla in 5 minutes. Who's gonna be able to compete with that? Nobody for a very long time. Tesla plays chess. They're going to Mars. You know any other company going to Mars? Why do you think they're going to Mars? Because 'Cause they're playing chess. 5 minutes? Who do you think the restaurants are gonna go with to deliver their food to customers? The customers are gonna demand it. Do you understand? That's gonna be the first question. "Who do you use to deliver my food?" They better say Tesla, because 'cause they're gonna say, "No, thank you." Because let me tell you something. I've sat in restaurants, I've ordered some food for pickup, and I've sat there waiting on my food, and I've seen some of the drivers that come in to pick up people's food. Hell no. Hell no. That's why I've never done it. I've never done it. I can't do it. I can't trust it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm sitting there waiting on my food. Some guy, girl pulls up. Hey, I'm here to pick up so and so. I'm looking at that person. Then I look out the window at their car. I'm like, oh, hell no. Some people just don't care, I guess, whatever. But there is a market out there that do care, that does spend money, and they want to do the same thing. But they're like, hey, yeah, I'll just order and go pick it up myself. Can you imagine that the restaurant owners tired of Hey, what happened to the food? I dropped it off. I don't know what happened. This and that. So now the restaurant, you think that who do you think is going to eat that cost? The restaurant. They're not going to tell the customer, "Oh, sorry, customer, you're just screwed." Nope, can't do that. Can't do that. If you want to stay alive, you can't do that. You want to stay in business, you cannot do that. Now, if this is you and you're listening to me, you're scared and whatever, that's called fears. Okay. False evidence appearing real psychologically. Get over that. Go hire a tax professional with a good reputation with the IRS and say, "Hey, get me out of this. Get me out of this shit. Get me out of it." Nene says, yes, that's true. That's why I had to get a part-time job to help with the loan. So glad I paid them off. Congratulations. Congratulations. I always tell people to pay off them student loans. Congratulations. Because there's some yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that. Let me not get into that. But with this gift of foresight, it's congratulations to Tesla ahead of time. Congratulations to you. They always cut right into the markets, the unseen markets. They obviously have people like me working with them, not for them. People like me don't work for them, but we work with them. Vegan says, someone said that an African American owns Tesla, SpaceX, and Twitter. I didn't know Elon Musk was born in Africa. Uh, I don't know. I do not know. But one thing I do know, they're close to the green light, people. So if you are picking up people, if you're a food delivery person, those jobs are going bye-bye. Every restaurant is gonna go with Tesla because the customers are going to require it. Do you understand? They're gonna demand it. No human person. Now, don't get me wrong, you're gonna still have the people that don't care. Okay, don't get me wrong. You're gonna have the people that just don't care, but the majority of people, they care about their food. They don't have to be listen, you guys just don't understand how many things are gonna be eliminated. You know, just that pressure of tipping because it's a person and you see the person and they see you and blah blah blah. Now it won't be no person. So the person can tip if they want, and if they don't tip, it's not a big deal because there's no person there. He's knocking out so many things. These are listen. The sixth sense is psychological. Okay, what you guys do not know exists. Okay, what he's doing is he's filling the psychological needs which you guys don't know. You guys don't know to say it out loud. You guys just don't know you're saying it without you're saying it. You know, just all the videos of listen, just think about all the videos of people going into food and doing stuff to people's food and they think it's funny and laughing. Tesla comes in and says, "We're going to solve that problem," and people will pay it. They will pay. Listen, they will pay to make sure their food is not ending up on a funny video of some kid doing a delivery for them. Know how to a kid that knows how to take off the sticker without it making looking like it was touched or something. Who knows? Who knows? That peace of mind, people will pay for. Do you guys understand that? People pay for excellent customer service. That's why do you ever say do you ever hear anybody saying, "Hey, Gucci's too you ever walk into a Gucci store and look at a shirt and say, "Wow, this shirt is expensive." They'll probably kick you out. "What are you doing here?" Why are you even using that word in the store? Because you guys don't know as debt slaves, and you can believe me or not, okay? If you're out and about and you use the word expensive, "Ooh, that's expensive," you just told everybody around you about your finances. You guys do you understand that when you do stuff like that? Wow, that's expensive, and you look at it, maybe it's $100 bicycle or something. Expensive for who? Well, definitely for you because you said it. But there are some people that it's not expensive to. Do you understand? What's up, Scout? What's going on, Ken? This is a this is a gift, people. You This is a gift. Y What do? I bring you from the negative side, and you participate in capitalism positively. When you come to the positive side, you realize taxes are your friend. You realize people in debt cannot save money on taxes. They can't. No matter what they do, they can't because they're in debt. They can't. The psychological part is they don't know that. Now I know as a person, you're probably saying, "Hey, wait a minute. I put $5,000 in my 401k, and then I took it to my tax person, and they took $5,000 off my annual income and blah bitty blah." Well, I know it looks like that on paper. Okay, I do. I agree with you. Okay, I agreed. According to the law, it says you can do this and that, and then you see it on paper. Hey, whatever. But according to the calculator says you can do none of that. So you can choose to believe whatever you want to believe. I'm just sharing something with you. The calculator says you can't do that. If you're hanging around people and you guys are giggling and laughing about and comparing how many years each of you guys haven't filed your taxes, that's why you guys are friends. Because none of that is funny. But when you're young, you don't really understand. When you're 18, that's it. I know your brain is still 18. I know it's still kind of unfair. It really is. But the parents have to take a role in some point. They have to. Like when you turn 18, I want 18-year-olds to listen to this closely. You need somebody there, an adult, to tell you what that means. I know you still feel like a kid. And you still are. But legally, you're not. That's all that matters. You're not. I wish somebody would have talked to me like that. I do. Hey, let me tell you what it means to be 18. What have I listened? I don't know. I guess it would have to come from somebody I respected. All I know is this. I see these survival jobs. I do. When I hear those amounts that you guys are making for trip, oh man, I made $200. How long did it take you? Oh, I worked 12 hours. 12 hours. You don't know what that means when you hear that. Oh, it took me 12 hours to make 200. And you guys got car payments on top of that and mortgage payments. You work overtime and have a mortgage payment. That doesn't listen, that doesn't even make sense. You're at work more than you're at home and you have a mortgage payment. That doesn't even make any sense. CENTS. This is a I'm telling you something. If you have switched off and this has been your gig for the last 4 or 5 years, driving people around, doing drop-offs of food and stuff like this, I'm telling you ahead of time before that's all gonna change. Do you guys understand? Restaurants have been waiting for this. They cannot wait. Their loss numbers are gonna they're gonna damn listen, their loss of food delivery is gonna probably damn near disappear. The only way they probably lose a food loss is from probably scamming or the driverless car crashes. That's about it. They're waiting for that. Can you imagine like imagine the because you can a restaurant can't discriminate, right? But can you imagine you own a restaurant and you see the person coming to pick up the food for one of your customers and you have to give it to that driver. You can't say, "Hey, no, no, I ain't doing that." Or maybe you can, I don't know. But mm, oh, I know you restaurant owners cannot wait. The more I talk about it, it just makes sense. Congratulations ahead of time, Tesla. They're playing checkers, baby. Man, you know how many people are gonna be they already got the Tesla trucks out there. Whoever, the smart ones at least, did it right, just got the Tesla truck just to do, some Uber driving it because everybody's gonna order that Uber and you can get a premium price off that, Uber truck, Cyber truck. Sometimes, with this gift, being able to having discovered this mathematical fact, uh, you know, the hardest part is when you're gonna see your loved ones trapped in the debt matrix and you can't do nothing about it because there are no exceptions. It doesn't discriminate. It could be your mom, dad, brother, sister, daughter, son, uncle, aunt, and you can't do nothing. You're gonna naturally want to save them, but it's gonna backfire in your face if you try because they're deep in the program. Deep. Even in my shorts, I'll be reading some of these responses. I'm like, they don't even know that they're mad at mathematics, not me. Math was here before I was born. People so wrapped up in gossip, trying to escape their lives by getting involved in other people's lives. Hmm. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Let me see here. The wrong button when I try to do let me see. Oh, here it goes. Let's get you guys got some questions here. All right. Comment. There we go. Yeah, but being on this side now, I have to meet more people like myself that have not only have this knowledge, but probably grew up with it in their family or something. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just lucky enough to at least know before I leave Earth. I'm happy to have discovered this mathematical fact. I'm happy to have helped many people already change their lives forever, and I'm really here to help those too, so those guys can see the foresight that the majority cannot see because it's psychological, and they don't know the psychological exists. They do not know. So it's really no reason to even say it to them. Don't like when you speak to debt slaves, do not even bring up the psychological because they don't know the psychological exists. So even though you guys hear me say Tesla looks like they're about to take over the game. I mean, it's clear to me. It's crystal clear. Why do you think they're so desperately on this driverless software? Because they're about to change the whole game. They're about to remove the last link to be full, and they're going to pretty much own the market. Their cars, listen, their chess pieces are already in place. Their cars are already there, you guys. They're not like the cars that are those other driverless cars with spinning stuff all over it. I mean, the cars that you clearly see that they're the driverless cars. That's pretty obvious when you see it. You won't know, especially if the car windows are tinted. You won't know if somebody's in an Uber car or listen. This how tight they gonna have it. You won't know if somebody's in an Uber car or their own Tesla, if the windows are tinted. Mm, you guys have no idea. So they're about to take he's Tesla's about to take over that huge market, and he's about to gain a market, an untapped market that Uber and Lyft could not listen, not did not, they could not touch it, and that's the market of people that want to order food but don't want human drivers. So they're going to take over that whole market. That people, hey, listen, dropping off and picking up people included, because how many times, and I know this has happened to more than just me. How many times have you ordered an Uber and somebody comes and picks you up in a piece of shit ass car, but you got to get to where you need to get to, so you got to be in it. So you could smell that they're a smoker, and they try to spray some stuff in the car to try to hide the cigarette smoke. If you don't smoke cigarettes, that doesn't help. All of that is gone. If I order a Tesla, I know for a fact it's going to be clean. It's not going to be filled with smoke. It's not gonna be dirty, because I understand they're gonna, because Tesla already has control over all their cars already. So they already know with the push of a button if the car is up to standard, if the brakes are right, if they have all the stuff, and they probably require them to put cameras inside the car too. Of course, they're gonna do that. Do they already have them inside? No, they don't already have 'em inside Tesla cars, do they? Are there cameras inside Teslas? I don't know that. That's a good question. I gotta look that up on YouTube. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's my thing for the night. Man, when this comes to fruition, oh man, this video is gonna be gold. I've been saying this for a while too. I've been saying it for a while. But when it happens, because it's clear it's happening because they are working tirelessly. Just check out on YouTube. You can see all the videos of the different versions of the driverless software Tesla's testing, and they got the people testing the man, these guys, they got the people testing the software for them. Free. Man, that's how you do it, people. That's how you do it. Tesla's showing you how it's done, and they ain't showed you this part yet, but they're about to show you. I'm thinking about it, man. That thing is gonna be they're gonna have the food, the people, and whatever else people do to pick up stuff and drop. I mean, it's endless. It could be parts, it could be anything. Think about it. When they want parts delivered to other places, who are they gonna trust? Tesla. Mm. Mars, here they come. Here they come, Mars. Guess who's paying for it? Debt slaves. All you guys that finance Teslas. Mm. Congratulations ahead of time, Tesla. And as soon as they speed up and it's only a matter of time before the wireless internet gets faster and faster and faster. And then when that happens, mm, telephone companies, Verizon, AT&T, they're in trouble. Why you think T-Mobile joined them? They're like, hey, we see what's coming. We're not dumb. All right, people. I hope the young people are listening. I hope you guys are catching on, man. You can avoid all this stuff in your. There's gonna be, put it this way. Once you own yourself, and then when the economy does its ups and downs, it will affect you differently than the way will it affect than the way it's going to affect debt slaves on ups and downs. Okay, and it'll be obviously clear too. Okay, and it just is the way it is because that's how capitalism works. All right, you guys have a good one. Later.